Hello and welcome. My name is Tim McCracken from Crypto Insights. Today, a really deep dive into the crypto mindset. Joining me from Borderless Wealth, we have Gary. How are you today, Gary?
Always good, Tim. Good to see you again.
Always good, fantastic. So let's get straight into it, shall we? What do you see here, Gary?
Well, it's it's it looks like to me it looks like a bunch of lemmings, okay, about ready to fall off the cliff. But anyway, uh, it's but they're all moving like a flock of seagulls, they say, okay. So that anyway, it's like a school of fish. I mean, eventually you got a main swimmer, okay, and then the school will follow that, okay. So they're all moving into Bitcoin now. That's it. Quite simple.
Yeah. So, look, that brings into some really interesting psychological mindsets in the way that people think. So, as you can see there, when it's 83,000, look, I've seen it at 64, I've seen it at 28, I've seen it at 15. I remember back when I first got into crypto, $6,500, right? So, you have to ask yourself, are you a shepherd? Or are you a sheep lining up to be slaughtered? Now, don't get me wrong. We do love these people coming in at 200,000K because they're what we call our exit liquidity. They've mortgaged up their home. They've bought half a Bitcoin, right? Or a whole Bitcoin, or maybe they've gone the whole hog and bought 10 Bitcoin. But the beauty is we'll be cashing out some of our Bitcoin and making some money. And here's the reason why. Now, everyone knows, oh, buy low, sell high. Yeah, but no one does it, do they, Gary?
No, no, they get on what you call the maximum financial risk. They go for the euphoria end, okay? And it's like, oh, I've made all this money. I think I'm going to go out and buy a car, buy a house, do this, give it to my wife or sooner ex-wife, okay? And you know what I mean? And then they blow their chances. But the point is that you have to stick with the curves. You really do. You've got to ride it out for a longer period of time if you really want to see a proper end game for yourself.
Absolutely. And the thing is, what we do at Crypto Academy World, it is a lot. We do play a long game. We play a short game to play a long game. But that's another video. What
Yep.
you're saying here is quite true because what happens, everyone, when they're going in, following the crowd at the point of maximum financial risk in that all that euphoria, or what we call crypto drunk, everybody's doing it. Everybody's making money. That's when you've got to be running away. Now, at the bottom end, everyone's going, oh, no, but it might go down. Yeah, well, guess what? Then buy some more. You know,
Yeah.
it's not hard because what happens, all these people will be capitulating. They've probably got it on margin. They've got leverage exchange money. They're being sold down, or the wife's having a hysteria. Oh, you told us to do this. We've now got, we spent 200,000, bought one Bitcoin. The mortgage is on our house. I can see our house and we're going to lose our house, but where's that Bitcoin, right? True story. I had a guy, we finally removed him from our community for gross fucking stupidity, right? And this was to do with Theta. And he bought, because his mate got a lot of money, he's got a plumber, blah, blah, blah. He must be really bright. He bought Theta. No, it's because he's a plumber. He's got a successful plumbing business. That's where he makes his money. Anyway, this guy FOMO'd him. And he was asking me when it was about $2, $3. I go, well, yeah, but it's had a bit of a run. It might go. So anyway, what he did, he hummed and ahed, watched it. It FOMO'd, it went screaming up to $15. And he goes, oh my God. So he went and pulled down $30,000 off their offset account. Now, a few days later, the wife goes, darling, there's some money missing. And he goes, oh, must be a bank here. She goes, I'll ring the bank. And he goes, no, I'll ring the bank. In the meantime, the price had plummeted down to 12, down to 11. He was driving me crazy, texting me like a maniac. Sort of a week later, it's going down, it's going. I said, what are you doing? Are you watching the 1 minute chart? He was sitting there, Gary, watching the 1 minute chart. I said, get the fuck out of my life, right? I told you not to do it. You've gone ahead and done it, all right? Now, he did reappear, said sorry 4 years later. I said, did you still hang on to your theatre? He goes, yes. I said, well, you do realize it's now 90 cents and you paid about $15. what should you be doing now? He goes, I should be going and buying a whole lot more. I said, yes, you should. I said, have you got the money? He goes, yes, I have. I said, why don't you do it? He goes, but it might go down, right?
Well,
Subsequently,
that's a day trader's mentality, as you know. I
oh,
mean, these
yeah,
guys will sit in front of a computer, they'll do that all day long like that. And by the way, I had to learn from Tim what FOMO meant, and that means the fear of missing out.
yeah.
All right, it's an acronym, but I'm American, I didn't get that. Anyway, I have it now. But the point is that if you get into a day trader's mentality while you're trying to work with cryptocurrencies at any level, it's going to just scare you to death. It really will, because they fluctuate, like literally in 30% dives and 30% ascents. Okay, that quickly. So anyway, that's what we're here for.
And if you're using exchange leverage, it's only a matter of time before you get sorted. So just to wrap this up, if you're wondering where we are now, we're actually now at Hope. Okay, we're at Hope. So we've got a long run up coming over the next 6 to 8 months through
I think
belief,
so.
optimism, excitement, thrill, and euphoria. We'll know euphoria because that's when the NFT market will be booming, and people are doing really butt-fuck stupid things like swapping 20 Ethereum for one worthless JPEG. So that's a wrap for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got anything we want to or an insight we'd like to explore, please send a message to us. Now, we are a new channel. We would appreciate your support. So when you subscribe, text subscribe to our WhatsApp number, and myself or one of the team will be in contact at no cost to you to help you create an income with cryptocurrency. So that's for today. Thanks for joining in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Crypto Insight.